come from seeing the truth. Yeah, seeing emptiness direct. But in this school we don't say emptiness. Yeah, seeing no self nature, seeing the truth. They use like all path of seeing. They say that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. One is from deep meditation, one comes from direct perception of the truth. Number 2.
No, it's just a number 1.
No one. Okay, number 2. After number 1, what are the difference of these two kinds of reading other people's mind in terms of what they could do?
The one sees only the specifics.
Which one sees only the specific? The unstained one.
The unstained one sees the specifics. The unstained is able to see the archetype.
Can you give a little more archetype?
Meaning
the four truth and the 16 aspects.
Yeah, it's related to the Four Truth. Yes.
they can see the more general suffering that's behind it.
Right. The Four Truth. Yeah, they when they are reading other people's mind, they are also reading the Four Truth of this person. Yeah. The stained one, which comes from deep meditation, could only read one thought at one time. When it focuses on the main mind, it cannot read specific thoughts. When it focuses on one thought, it could not focus on another one at the same time. And the unstained one, which comes from the direct perception, could read other people's thinking and at the same time understanding the Four Truth about this person. Yeah, okay. Number 3. Oh, as I understand, the unstained one can read them at the same time. But I'm a little bit suspicious about that part too. But maybe your mind is so good right after you see emptiness, then you can do that. I don't know. It doesn't say more than that. And I read the auto commentary, also doesn't say that. So I don't know. 2 of the 10 wisdom in Abhidharma school system only have the 14 aspects out of the 16. What are these 2 wisdom? Haha, got you. Because that's the ending of the last class. We don't spend much time on it, but Geshe did mention that. Yeah. Haha. You can have $5 if you can remember. Both of them.
I do know the 2 aspects that don't have the first 2.
I'm asking the 2 wisdom though.
You know you are done, and you know it's not come back.
Oh, okay, you got the $5.
How many euros is that?
Dinner on Sunam tonight.
$3.
Yeah, the wisdom of knowing that you are finished. I mean, the negativities are finished, and the wisdom of knowing the negativities will not come back again. But I don't know which kind of negativity. It doesn't say yet. And the 2 aspects are, you know that, right? Yeah, the later 2 aspects of the truth of suffering, emptiness and no self. But according to Geshe, it doesn't mean what it looked like. Okay, STW, the sexy Tibetan words. Okay. Paro yit sheba.
Another person's mind?
Yeah.
The mind over there.
Oh, wait.
To know another person.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought that's the wisdom we talked about.
Perceiving another person.
Yeah, you could say that, Stanley. It's just a little.
Because wisdom can also mean intelligence or.
And it's not.
I think in this case it's right.
It's
Yeah.
not clearly differentiated here. Shed.
No, because Shechu was the 10 wisdoms.
Yeah, they use share.
Right,
Okay. Number 2.
That's probably short for sheep.
Say Shepa.
Say shepa. What is that?
That'd be
Oh,
Sami,
that
right?
sucks.
sorry.
Yeah. Satme, not satme. Say.
Wisdom of the end.
Oh, knowing.
Yeah.
And knowing that you're going to.
That's the
finish.
two wisdom we just talked about. Haha.
What's it?
Ooh.
Ninja.
So in Chinese, it says 他心 means other people's mind. Here. Jing means like ending.
Oh.
So it's Xuanzang's translation. Probably correct. Mike Wei Sheba.
It ain't coming back. Wisdom.
Not coming back.
Not being.
Not to come.
You're right. What's the Chinese?
Wu Shang Shi.
Wu means no, right? Sheng means
Yeah, not being born again.
yeah. Cool.
It's literal.
I got a bonus for your weekend. What is that?
Yeah.
See Chinese.
Good job.
Excited since.
So I found. I think that because that matched the this is the four wishes of a Bodhisattva. That is like kind of like an antidote for the four area truth.
What is it?
Yeah. So if you want, I would like to antidote like to kill to finish.
You want to kill all of them?
No, to reach some of them and to kill some of
Oh,
them.
okay.
Okay.
What is it? What?
四 means four. Hong means like grand. Yuan means wish. It's famous in Japan. That's why I want to show you. Do you want to read it with me? You want to read the Chinese?
Yeah.
Are you asking an honest question?
We can. Okay. 众生无边誓愿度. Okay. What does it mean? Word. Okay.
Something born of
Yeah.
living beings.
Infinite. May I free them all.
Wu bian.
无边 means infinite, like no
Oh,
limit.
no end.
Yeah. Okay, next line. 烦恼无边 无尽 sorry 无尽无尽誓愿断
Let me try.
Okay.
Fan now is a normal.
Yeah, affliction. Uh-huh.
Wu is not, and Jing is finished. You just.
Yeah, like infinite in a way.
May end all.
Yes, $0. Hey, wait, sorry, I got it wrong. That's the next line.
Maybe we should have had word translation.
I'll do sexy Chinese words.
Wait, this one could be here. Okay. I think I hope it's correct. Oh, I messed it up. Okay.
Just do Control Z twice.
Anyway, I'll correct it. Next one. Okay. 法门无量誓愿学. This is this one.
Dharma teachings would be without measure.
Yeah.
Infinite.
Yeah. May I ask them all? Okay, the last one.
There's a Shang.
Yeah, 上. Wow. $0. 佛道无上誓愿成.
May the Buddhist path have no limit?
Yeah. 无上 means no higher
Yeah, that's what I
than the
thought.
Buddhist path. Yeah. Okay.
What's the word before Shang?
Wu means no. Yeah, like lack of. Nothing higher. Yeah.
Different, I'm sure. That's 5.
Somehow the negative emotion part got messed up.
Well, we just doesn't exist that part.
Yeah. Okay. So last question of the homework. Which one is the suffering of truth? It's related to the suffering, truth of suffering.
Fan now, the no moment?
No, the first one.
The opposite.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the antidote for.
Because free them all means finished all of their suffering.
Oh, okay.
What's the second one?
I guess Kunyong, the source.
The source, yeah, it's negative emotion. The third one?
Oh, are they in that order?
It's a little bit not, but
Yeah.
So that's the last one.
yeah, that's the last one. That's the truth of
It
path.
has to be if you said it's a little not.
Right.
It's the only option.
Yeah, so this one is the
Third one.
truth of path, and this one is the truth of ending of all suffering. Okay, I owe you $5. Okay.
He said old. He takes his
Okay, yeah, sure. Please.
Please.
Ain't that sexy?
It'd be nice to learn some Chinese.
Yeah, let's learn Chinese.
Better to just speak Sanskrit and let everybody hear it in their own language. Saves you time. It's quicker to just get enlightened.
Then learn Chinese.
If it takes 10 to the 61st power.
Wow, wow.
Okay, go.
From. Oh. Whoa.
These are expensive.
Di look ni le ni ne kachepa
Chewa. Nam na re. Den be nam ba ji me chu tu ma. Tok ba. Shen me chesena.
Let's stop there. Dear Lumni, there's two opinions on
Microphone.
There's two opinions on this question. Okay, like, is the 16 fixed? Chang'e, right? Is it exactly 16? Could there ever be more or less? Okay. There's two opinions on this question. The Kaches say, which means it's Kashmiris, okay? And nowadays, Kache means Muslim in Tibetan. Yeah, so when you say Kache, it means Muslim. But I guess they mostly came from the direction of Kashmir. But in the ancient text, Kache means Kashmiri. And it's a school of Abhidharma, right? It's one of those
It's one of the 18.
Sarvasti Vadans or something.
It's one of the 18. I don't think it is Sebastian. But I might be wrong.
So does Kachi have nothing to do with balance? That there's
No.
They might have been perceived as having large mouths. I don't know. Could be.
I think it is.
It could be a sound translation of Kashmir. I don't know. Okay. So anyway, the Kashmiris say, "Dembe number chime chudu mato." There are only 16 unstained aspects of the truths. There's only 16 aspects of the truths, and except for those matopa sheme.
There are no more.
There's no other ones. Che ser.
That's what they claim.
That's what they claim. Now you can get to the Nyopas. Tela.
Go
Neo.
Nio pa nare chu chu.
You have to speak into it.
Lei shan yue sir. Oh, che
Now Adam can correct you more easily.
che mate. Yeah. Should I continue?
Please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then che le rik pe che pe ke pe go ne mik ta pa tang she pa ne kien de ndi ni ne yo tu to to di ndi ni shin yo to shin yo to she chun wei che
Okay.
she chun wei che.
Nyokpa means Central Indians. They're called Under the Sun.
Sunners?
Okay, and it's a school. It's a school called Under the Sunners. Okay, probably in his book somewhere.
Well, these are the two branches of the Vaibhashika school, or the Kashmiris and the central
Okay,
detailists. Yeah.
cool.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to his book because I never could get this straight. Okay, they say, Nare, like Kachignare, they say, oh, there are other ones other than the 16. They say, Ma. They say there are other ones. For example, Tenjule Rikpe, when you follow the logic presented in the Shastras, you could come to a indirect perception of some additional aspects that are not perceived directly during the perception of no self nature. Okay?
Oh, indirect
Because-
logic?
Yeah, because these would be triggered by logic.
Oh, see.
Okay, as opposed to a direct perception during the path of seeing.
Meaning,
So if you read about the aspects of the Four Truths, you get additional understandings of the Four Truths, different aspects in a sense. So we could add those,
not necessarily.
they say, okay? But those are triggered not by direct perception, but by logic, okay? Thinking about it from a text, okay? And it's a, they point to a quotation, I'm sorry, the Tenjule doesn't mean logic presented in other shastras. It means that Tenjas talk about logic that could create other aspects, okay? And then he quotes the Tenjas, he quotes the shastras. For example, there's that statement about mitakpa and ... up to kende dini neyedo. And this is the way things are. This is the foundation of things, okay? She Jungmei Chair. We see this quotation that comes from the Tenjas, from the Shastras, and who say that there are other aspects. And in addition to the normal ones, they talk about ones that are triggered by logic. And that statement from the Shastras is found in the words mitakpa ... up to kende dini neyedo dini shiyedo. This is the place, this is the foundation, okay?
Yeah.
So I went to look for it for you. I don't find it in the Kangyur, but then he did say Shastra, didn't he?
Yeah, it's interesting.
So I found it in a commentary to the Kosha. It's not the Karika. Our Abhidharma section is messed up in the Tengyur. The numbers are off, which is extremely dangerous. Okay, the numbers are off. You make a footnote and you're in the wrong book. Okay, so we gotta fix it. Yeah, still something wrong there. Okay, so anyway, I was counting. Here's the quotation. Okay, Rikpe kepe gone. So it actually starts from Rikpa. Okay, it starts from here. Okay.
Yes, so could you click in your text so your cursor stops moving back and forth?
Yeah, I was cursing it myself. So there are certain aspects of the Four Truths which you come to through logic. Then he says, Mita Dungel Tomba Dagme. Those are the normal four for the first truth. Then he says, Gyu, Kunjung, Rabke, Ken, which are the normal four for the second truth. Okay, so these are the four. The second truth is divided into four. What's the second truth?
The source.
Source. And it's divided, the four aspects are called causes, sources, producers, super producers, and factors. By the way, sometimes the name of the aspect is the name of the whole four together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Kunjung.
Yeah.
You see,
It happens.
the name of the second truth is Kunjung. The name of the second aspect of the second truth is Kunjung. Okay, yeah, it's confusing, okay? But then there's two more after Kien. So far he's covered the first four and the second four. And then he says, this is the place, this is the foundation. I think our guy wants to count those as two more. And they don't relate to any of the 16, okay?
Do they relate to a truth?
Let's see what the discussion says.
Sorry, which book is this from? We're not sure. That's remember?
Oh, yeah, we don't really know. Actually, yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, I didn't actually check. You just go to the end of the text and you find. But it's very bad and very dangerous. So we could have footnotes wrong. Okay. This says She Jungo Kelte Kanle Dini Neyedo Dini Shida Nyam de Shipa Guru Shijo Ditin Di Mayinte and De Mitabala Sabashimagi Knowing impermanence, etc., is the place. Okay. No, and then he says it's not. Okay. Oh, here it is. You ready? Go ahead. Kept-
it does say there's another two in the auto commentary.
In the who?
In the auto commentary, I checked.
In the Chinese?
Yeah, in the Chinese.
Yeah, let's go. We're going to get them right here.
Oh, okay.
Go. Kept
Kate ne yoto shepe sani yo seni yopatan shin yoto shepe gyu yo ba senbe tembe pe tembe
Good. Here's the extra two. Yeah, and that must be the case because there's an extra one that says this is the place.
Yeah.
It has a place, which means it has a defining characteristics. Okay, it possesses defining characteristics. And when you say it has a foundation, you're saying it has a cause. Okay, so these truths have characteristics which define them, and they are based on a foundation of a cause. Okay, and he wants to add two more aspects.
Just to the general 16.
a place where you define them.
Yeah, they have a place, meaning they have a definition, or it could be read as defining characteristics, like hot and burning or something like that, for fire. Okay. Now, do you want to split those among the first two truths? I don't know. Whose aspects are they? Which truth do they belong to? I mean, the second one seems like it could belong to Kunjung, right? Second truth. The first, they come after the second truth. Does it mean he wants 6 aspects of the second truth? He doesn't say. Yeah, okay. Let's keep going. Maybe somebody will say. Okay, anyway, someone wants to add 2 more. The Nyopas, the under the sunners. They want to add 2 more, at least. Okay. Please read.
Namba chujuk poidi pondi chik ming ki ge ne go ne sam su zesu chuju in shena.
Now, this is an interesting question. Somebody comes and says, are those 16 aspects just different names for the same stuff? Or are they actually 16 different entities?
Yeah.
Okay, are we just describing the cause of pain in 4 different words? Factor, cause, source, okay? Or are they actually separate from each other and you have to perceive them separately, okay? So Ze means are they substantial entities? Are they different entities? Or are they just different ways of describing, are they just 4 different ways of describing the source of pain?
What is Zei? Literally.
Sorry?
Oh,
Dravya. Stuff. I'm translating it as entity. You know, are they really separate guys, or are they just different names for the same guy? Okay.
Dravya? In Sanskrit?
Dravya. Yeah. Okay.
Dilan dun su mindrawa.
Mindrawa, because it's an open vowel.
Mindrawa. Yo kyang chejak tu ma wa nare. Che su Ze su yang nam pa chu chu inde. Nyangjo pa tan nam pa so so nyong tu che ge pe che.
Okay, cool. Okay. Dela Dutsu Mindawa Yokyang. There's different opinions on this question. Are the aspects just different descriptions of the truth, or are they actually different entities within the truth? And the detailists say, Vaipashka says, Zesu Chutu.
They're different
They exist as different entities. They are not the same thing. They are not different names for source of suffering or something. They're actually different entities. And why they give us the reason is that each aspect must be
directly
realized separately. Okay? Yeah, now this is not comfortable for me. Nyangdorpa dung, you know.
Because they have the different aspects.
It doesn't feel. I mean, that's the guy in the direct perception of no self nature in this school. It doesn't quite make sense. I'd like to see the carving, maybe. So I'm gonna say check the carving. Okay.
Sure.
Yes.
How do you know? Because it says Zesu Yang Nam Nampa Chuchuk Yinte. So that's saying they are the same, but how does it link to the Mindrawa so you know it's the Chejak Mawas are saying they are indeed different aspects? I don't understand.
Is that because he put Ze as opposed to Napa? So he's just like Ze.
But Napa just means 16 aspects.
Oh, Ze as opposed to whatever.
No, substantially, in substance, they are 16.
As opposed to whatever word he used above.
Just by name or something. Mingi Gone. Yeah. So Mingi Gone is, are they just separate by name?
Or
Or are they separate things, separate substances? And the Chidama say separate substances.
because in the line above it said Ze or Ming, sound.
Yeah, I get that. Thank you.
Okay, go.
Chuchu tu shakbani min ki nam wang
Chang.
chang ki yin mer te sen zan
They tamchi.
te tam chik min de
Minte.
then shared tum min nja we dokba shi shi yo pe chi.
Okay, good. When you say there are 16, okay, admittedly, we are talking synonyms. The names of the aspects are admittedly synonyms for the truth, which would imply that the separation is only in name and not by substance, okay? Now, this should have been key. The separation is made by a different name. And it's a very subtle thing where you can make an adjective out of something that was supposed to be an instrumental. Okay? So this is a synonymish presentation rather than, which would have been more precise. This is a presentation by means of synonyms. But an author in Tibetan can change the instrumental to an adjective if he wants it to sound more adjectival. Okay, so really it should have been keys, but I'm not going to change it because he's allowed to make it an adjective. I'll say it again. This division into 16 is done by means of the different names. It doesn't mean it's only nominal. But he used the wording, this division into 16 admittedly is namish. Okay?
So the key is
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm just telling you, it's a legal sloppiness. It's legal sloppiness.
And so the
It's
only-
what
Slavic.
Dwight Whitney calls slovenly.
Would it be weird to have an instrumental followed by the verb, like he and if it wasn't?
No. It's a division made by means of synonyms. That's okay.
Okay.
That's 99%. I'm just saying it's a legal variation. A legal variation. Yeah.
And the other reason you know it's not a mistake is if you were taught.
You have to study it. Yeah, you have to think about it. Yeah. You have to sit with it for a while, and you think it should have been keys, and then you say, "Oh, he's doing that rare adjectival thing." Okay. Anyway, here we go. But it's not just different names for the same thing. Okay, I admit he uses synonyms for source when he gives the name of the four aspects of the source. I admit he uses synonyms, but that doesn't mean they're just nominal divisions. They're actually concrete differences between the four as regards their substance. Okay, and why? Because each of the four, within each of the four, den shir, within each of the four, there are actually 4 separate dopas of different meaning. See, dopa means opposite of the opposite.
Oh.
Not dopa, dopa. Yeah. So there's actually 4 archetypes,
Wow.
different ones within each. So dopa means it's a real distinction. It's not just different words for the same thing. Okay. So dopa is another way of saying ze. Okay. It's a real distinction. It's a real distinction. Okay.
And 4 is repeated.
4 each for the 4.
First 4.
Yeah, 4 times 4, 16. Okay.
4.
Each of the 4 has 4 divisions, which are real things. And they're not just different names for the same thing. That's all. But the division was made by names, I have to admit. Okay, I have to admit. Okay. Now he's got to prove that these are substantially different by substance. So he says, they are 2 different substantially because
Kien ki ji pe mita patan te pe ran dewe ran xin min patan ke jik chen yin patan dak ki dong pa dong wa sok tung mi dra wei min dra wei chet pa tu ma yu ket pa tu ma yu peche.
this is weird. Okay. So it does have 4, the aspects are substantial differences. Because, for example, what's it? Mita, Dunga, Tomba, Dagme, okay? Mita, Dunga, Tomba, Dagme, the first 4 aspects.
Impermanence.
Things are changing, impermanent. By the way, here impermanent is probably good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
your life is impermanent. Mita, Dunga, suffering, Tomba, empty, Dagme, no self-nature. Then he's supposed to be explaining why these 4 are substantially different and not just different names. Then he says, the mitagpa is okay? Things, because they are destroyed through certain factors, okay, they are impermanent. That's okay. Because they don't have any nature of pleasure, they are
Suffering.
Dungyao, that's the second one. So far, we're okay. Then he says, Kenjik Chen Yimba, because they start and stop.
Because they start.
They are empty.
Yeah, and that's Tongba for the Abhidharma.
Yeah, empty.
Because they say, Tak Chik Rawan Chen Gitak.
Because they say.
Tak Chik Rawan Chen. It's no self-nature.
They have no self-nature of
So if they're impermanent, they don't have a self-nature. So this one, which would have fit impermanence very nicely, is meant to fit emptiness. Okay. And now emptiness is not so weird to throw into the first truth. If it means the emptiness of the thing you thought was going to last for a while, which is the lowest kind of emptiness.
Right.
Okay. All right. Okay. Got it? So if it's coming and going, which is what it says,
Wow.
then it's emptiness.
Cool.
Because the lowest kind of gakcha is something that's going to be here for a while. And the lowest kind of ignorance in Buddhism is to think that this situation, mixed nuts, is going to last for a while. You know, I told that to the Tantricos, I remember, and they all said, no, we're going to be here forever. And it's gone long ago, okay. So enjoy it while it's here. It's precious. Yeah, it's not going to last forever. Something will happen. Trump will do something. Okay, and then Daki Towa, which doesn't refer to Towa, it refers to Dangme. Mita Dunga Tomba Dangme. Okay?
Well, it could be either one, right?
No, but he's going through the 4 aspects.
in order.
He's going through the 4 aspects.
Unkind of him to use
I
that
gotta
word
make
in this case.
Could you say
Right.
Yeah, Geshe, can you say?
look at my foot to my later self. The following 4 are actually in order. The four aspects
Yeah.
We
of
still
the
haven't
first
differentiated between
truth.
Dongwan, Dongba.
Okay, so this is.
I was hoping that was coming in now.
I'm gonna
number them?
Well, I'm gonna underline it just for fun. Okay.
If having a self means.
Just because I'll forget by the time we get there in 20 years. Okay. So there's me thought.
Right.
The next one is supposed to be Dungyal. That's Dewa Min. Okay. So I'm gonna put Dewa Minba. Okay. That's okay. Okay. But this one is confusing, and I'm gonna make myself a note. I.e. empty of the lowest Buddhist Gakcha.
The problem.
These things will
It's a problem
stay
with the syllable
for
and it's the
a
next one, 'cause
while.
It's still empty of that same doc. What doc is he referring to?
Yeah,
Not that.
right.
Well, he doesn't say, but
So
this
we
is.
still have failed to differentiate.
Then I
between
put
thought
Swan,
and
which
thought.
means this is a note to myself by myself. Long story.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
But for many, many years, for 30, 40 years, okay? It means it's a personal thing. So I think this to be dogme. It means I might be wrong. Dogme. Okay, not Towa. Okay, got it?
It's so frustrating.
So
Well, I don't know. It's kind of cute. He's trying to teach you something.
Well,
Yesha, what does he say for the last aspect? How did he explain?
I'm sorry. Let me go like this. He. Well, let me put it this way. The four aspects of the first Arya truth, everyone agrees, and everyone has the same order, although they don't have the truth in the same order. Mita, Dunga, Tomba, Dangme. Okay, so the first one we're looking for impermanence, and real impermanence. We don't have to change it to unchanging, because it means you thought. It means everyone dies and you lose all your money and everything else. Okay, so it's impermanent because conditions around you can cause things to come to an end, which is pretty classic. Okay, the government is unstable and people can shoot off nuclear weapons if they're working on them. Okay, and the second one's easy. Okay, I'm gonna put. In fact, I'm gonna put numbers. Okay, so here's truth. I say aspect. Number one of truth. Number one. Okay. Okay. Oops. No, it's not suffering. Okay. And then, so that's clear. Impermanent. And then to say that it's not pleasure is clear. Okay, that's number two. Okay, I'm going to put aspect number two. The surprising one, the one that you might think he was off, which I did think he was off, this is aspect number three, which is supposed to be tongba, emptiness. But in this school, the gakcha is thinking things are going to be around for a while.
is the gotcha different than the doc?
No.
Well, this is our problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, well, no, well, yeah.
This is the-
This
this
doc
is why
refers
I'm
to
saying
Kangsaki doc or
because
something.
we still can't figure
Yeah.
out the difference between a 3 and a 4. We still don't know the difference between their dongba and their dogma.
Oh, yeah, that's a little tricky.
Well, that's very
Well, you
tricky.
gotta
It's been
study,
chasing for years.
You gotta study Utpala's text.
No,
Uh,
it ain't there.
no, because that.
Come up with mine too. And then we went and we wrote an appendix on the 4 seals specifically to try and get to that, and we still didn't get it.
Anyway, the third one is Tongba, although it says no starting and stop, or it
No-
starts and stops.
Okay.
And the fourth one is no Atman, no self nature. Huh?
Underline which one on the,
Because it's not convenient. You can say, here, I'll underline this one if it makes you feel better. That's what it is. Okay. By the way, it's interesting to think of lower gakchas also. Tak Chik Rong Rong Chen,
Yeah.
okay, which is Kansaki Dagme, but not Tomba. Okay. And I have good news for all of you guys.
Whoa.
Now we can write a footnote.
Without getting.
Yeah,
clear.
that was a that was a 2/3 of that was an 8-month detour for Stanley to help these guys in a footnote. But so we skipped ahead to 3 different chapters of the Abhidharma, which he may not reach for 20 years, 15 years. But just think, when you get there, you're gonna be able to skip it, and you'll be going faster. Okay. So it's all the same. And they asked me to go to the Abhidharma in general, because Nick's text said what?
That the 16 aspects are BS.
Yeah, the first teaching Lord Buddha ever gave about the 4 higher truths, according to Gyaltsab, he made some offhand comment like, "Oh, it's all BS." And what? The 4 noble truths, the 4 aspects of each truth is BS, and we were worried about it, and we figured out he was right. Meaning it doesn't happen during the direct perception of emptiness. It couldn't. They couldn't, because they are
Not ultimate.
what do you call it?
reality.
Deceptive reality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, Geshe,
Okay.
What Geshe what? Yeah, shut up.
Does Lord Buddha talk about the 16 aspects in the first teaching?
I don't remember.
'Cause
I think he does.
Oh, really?
I think he does. Yeah, I believe he does. Yeah,
Look,
but it wasn't literal.
is that sutra that we
Still
have?
don't know the
I'm
16
sure we have that as
aspects
the
or
concept,
what
right?
don't.
Okay, good news. Let's get a good start.
Yeah.
Turn 10 continues here after aspects finished. We were supposed to be on the the inside of your ear looks like a cauliflower and stuff like that.
Wow.
It looks like sesame.
Maybe we don't want to go back.
Maybe the 16 truths was more fun.
Yeah. Oh man.
It comes from
Back to the real world. Okay. Nipata chepala.
Which means now we're gonna tear it apart logically. What? It's a presentation on the dun nga, which comes after the wambanga. So wambanga means the 5 sense organs, and then we discussed their 5 objects. So we went through that thing of what's the shape of your cells in the back of your eye, rods and cones. What shape are they? And it was kind of interesting. And okay, go. Well, how much time we have? We got 3 minutes. No one would interrupt me before.
Kachik.
Okay. Kachik.
Kachik. Kadok inna. Zuk in go pat
Oh,
tel.
Gabata.
Oh, gubatel. Tancheta peche.
Yeah, the other guy comes and says, if something is a color, it must be physical matter, because you said the colors are different kinds of physical matter. Okay, Damcha, your position, Damcha, tepe is correct. Then we say, yeah, that's correct. That's what we said. Now here comes an important debate.
Yay, that's a famous.
Jona. Takapo.
Not ta,
Da.
ta.
Takapo churchin. Kapo churchin. De tel? Deche.
Nice.
There, tell. Go down.
Oh.
It's sarcastic. After a counterexample, go down.
Okay.
Are you telling me? Okay.
Hell.
Okay.
De tel.
We said we agree that if something is a color, it's a physical form. Okay. Then he said, let's take takarpo.
A white horse.
Let's take a white horse then. Okay. Are you telling me it's a physical form? Well, it's a color. It's white.
It's white. A white horse is white.
But it's not a color.
What on earth?
Yeah. And then we said, no, it's not a color. And he says, yeah, it is. It's white.
It's white. It's the Bill Clinton argument.
White horse. White horse is white, right?
White horse is white.
About is.
Okay.
So is a horse no physical form?
Then we said,
No, it's because it's constant.
let's take that
It's dimension.
horse. He must be physical matter because he's a white horse. And we say, not necessarily so. And this is a Buddhist thing where, you want to say?
Well, luckily we have it in English too, so it's just a grammatical trick that he's not the horse is not a color.
Yeah, but
You
the
have to
horse
say
is
that.
also not
He's also not physical.
physical. He's
demonstrative.
not his body. He's
He's a concept.
he's an idea on top of his body and mind.
But is it
Okay, Nick is not a body. Nick has a body. That's why we say Nick has a body. We don't say Nick is a body.
Somebody said
Okay.
the horse wasn't white, but the color of the hair of the horse was white.
Oh, that's cute.
That's almost the same problem. It's just a problem with how we use the word white. We say white horse. Okay, so, all right.
It's 9:45.
I remember getting to this one in our classes, and I was like, oh man, that's
They were hitting us with
cheap shot.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, no, in fact, the white horse isn't white. Is in the Dura, you would say the white horse is not white.
14. Yeah.
because it's not a color. It's an absence of color. It's a horse.
Yeah, the horse is not whiteness,
Right.
Yeah.
so we say the horse is not white.
Right.
Yeah.
The horse is something else. The horse is
Horse is consoc.
it's a concept. Yeah, that's all. It's an interesting thing. People are not bodies.
Physical. Yeah.
They have bodies. People are not minds. They have minds. They're actually a concept on top of a body and a mind. Yeah.
Sashi
Buki Joshin Meto Chan Iram Lingshin Ninde Genpadi Sangye Shindu Minte Uwagi Rokunanda Shingla Chupasho Idam Guru Ratna Mandala Kamye Atayami Di Kewo Kun Sanam Yeshe Totoshin Sanam Yeshe Lechume Tampa Kuni Topa Sho Shogidi Dogidi.
Thank you.
Thank you.